Why do you believe in a nuclear renaissance? And really importantly, a common theme today, it's all about timeline. What timeline do you see for this reinsurgence?
We've been excited about the nuclear renaissance thesis since last year. It was actually the first interview I had with Angelo. It was in June of last year. I was like, look, nuclear is a good thesis. The world needs more energy. That's number one. There's not enough energy to go around. Oil is insufficient, creates emissions, and the world's moving away from emissions. Wind and solar are unreliable. So nuclear is crucial. Nuclear is especially crucial now because we value the potential of AI. Nuclear has come into the fore because of AI. After Fukushima, people didn't want two things to do with nuclear. Also, the energy dependence on Russia has brought nuclear somewhat more into the fore. Now, in Germany, they were shutting down the reactors, trying to change course. So yeah, nuclear is essential to having an AI future. It's essential. That's going to happen. How to play it's a different question. I believe the way to play it is through high assay, low enriched uranium. It's called HALEU. There should be futures contracts on HALEU. I think HALEU is the way to play uranium. HALEU producers specifically. Issues with wind are the wind might stop blowing. They have ecological effects. I think they're actually pretty cool to marvel at and look at, but others think that I think they're marvels of human engineering. Actually, I don't mind having wind power, but others mind. It'll be a triad approach. It won't be one takes all. Nuclear is going to take years. The U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission will get on this in this new administration, which is good policy. It's good policy to do that. Americans have over 80 nuclear reactors and we forgot how to build them. The funny thing is the United States has over like 100 nuclear submarines out there and they all have a small modular reactor. And the world is trying to figure out how to get small modular reactors. It's hilarious. They're on Navy subs. They're produced by Northrop Grumman and other in Virginia. We know how to build small modular reactors in the defense. You remember back when NASA went to space, it created all the spin-off technology. Some ranged from Tang, nice beverage, to microprocessors and other technology, right? And semiconductors. But nuclear is a long journey. So you need transitional sources. Natural gas is going to be one of them for sure, because it's the least dirty fuel. So I like natural gas producers and exporters a lot. I think that's not yet priced in. You can still get good valuations there and companies that are compounding earnings, and I like that. The other I like is solar. The efficiency on solar has gone up dramatically over the last 10 years. The ROI on solar is strong. These hyperscalers have committed themselves to being carbon neutral, energy independent by 2030, 6 years away. So they treat that as a law for themselves. They're driving towards that and they can afford to accomplish that. So they're going to spend and do that. So one way is what Microsoft is doing with Constellation Energy. Another way is what Amazon's proposing to do with Talon Energy. Before that deal was scuttled by the FEC. I'm sure that'll come back though in the new administration. But the other lever is on solar. I think solar actually has a good role to play here. What else on nuclear?
Yes, let's actually stay on this theme. I have a couple of questions. By the end of the decade, AI data centers could consume as much as 20 to 25% of US power requirements. To give the audience context, now it's about 4%. In other words, and I don't know how we can build nuclear reactors that quick, although who knows? You gave some examples. How are we going to meet this demand?
The answer has to be nuclear. That's number one. The energy demands for a data center are tremendous. A single data center can consume something like 50 to 100 megawatts of energy. A very large data center can do 200 megawatts of energy. If you want to build an AGI, there are rumors that Amazon wants to build like a 970 megawatt data center. That is something like a 3 Mile Island, like 100 megawatts. To put it in perspective for you, 100 megawatts would power a medium-sized city like Anaheim, California, 300,000 people. A large data center, like a gigawatt, would power Northern Virginia. Northern Virginia is like Fairfax County, DC. You got the CIA, you got a bunch of tech companies out there, tremendous energy demand. That would also be similar like San Francisco, that area. So it's only achievable with nuclear to pull that off.